Well, I'm doing the only sensible thing. I'm burning the baseball glove. According to the guys who select Hall of Famers, the glove doesn't mean a thing. It's so useless, let's just burn them all and insist that players use their bare hands on defense. Effective immediately. Billy Williams, a fine hitter, and Catfish Hunter, an outstanding pitcher, are about to be immortalized in Cooperstown. Bill Mazeroski will probably be forever on the outside looking in, simply because all he was the greatest who ever wore one of these. Yeah, I know, he only had 2,000 hits instead of 3,000. He didn't hit 500 home runs. This was all he did. He holds the record for playing in the most games in a season, 163. Most years leading the league in assists, 9. Most career double plays, most double plays in a season. Most years leading the league in double plays. No one ever came close to turning the double play like Maz. No one ever will again. Most years with 500 or more assists. Most consecutive years leading the National League in assists. Most years leading the league in fielding baseballs, period. All this despite the fact that he lacked speed, used a mitt you couldn't even make a decent snowball with, and played on a slag pile that was Forbes Field, not these nice carpets they field grounders on today. Notwithstanding the fact he provided the most dramatic moment in World Series history in 1960. Now, if you still don't think I have a legitimate argument, then consider this. Don Drysdale, a pitcher, won 209 games and is in the Hall of Fame. The Pirates won over 1,400 games while Maz was with the club. Are you going to tell me that man's glove wasn't instrumental in at least 209 wins? Last week, NBC ran a one-hour special on the subject, do black athletes have more natural ability than white athletes? The topic has been described as sensitive, controversial, and racist. I ask, why, and why? Anybody who's ever had a biology class knows that people from different parts of the world possess some unique characteristics to that region. People from the Far East tend to be smaller physically than most. People from Scandinavian countries are fair-complected and light-haired. The tallest people in the world are African tribesmen who also happen to be black. All groups have some medical trends as well. Blacks in America tend to have higher incidences of high blood pressure and sickle cell traits. So why then is it silly to suggest that blacks or any group could have more inherent ability to run or jump, and why is that racist? It doesn't take a genius to see that clearly the athletes with the most talent in our major sports are black. It doesn't take a genius to see that the Michael Jordans, Eric Dickersons, Carl Lewises, and Sugar Ray Leonards are able to do things no white man on this planet can. That's not a racist issue. It's not a racial issue. It's a fact. It has been argued these athletes achieve greatness through hard work, and there can be no denying that. They have sacrificed tremendously in order to succeed. But think about this. There are as many or more whites, Latins, and other groups who are on the poverty level in America, but do not escape the projects through sports. Is it racist against those groups to suggest they're too lazy to work hard enough to succeed in sports? Perhaps. I'm 100% Greek. I'm slower than a tortoise, and when I jump, you couldn't slide a toothpick under my sneakers. Hard as I tried to correct those problems, they didn't change. Not many people from my country are world-class sprinters. That's not a knock on Greeks. We're slow. Anyone who knows me will tell you there's not a racist bone in my body, so put that out of my mind. The fact is, a high percentage of the brothers can flat out fly. I see it as a characteristic, not a stereotype, and I don't see anything negative about it. The list of pretenders waiting to fight Mike Tyson is getting rather comical. The first suspect is a fellow named Carl "The Truth" Williams, who will step into the ring with Tyson next month. Williams is talking stuff already about how he's going to whoop Tyson. The truth is, he'll be removed in a prone position following a very short evening. Next in line for a big payday could be George Foreman. They're going to ask you to pay $20 to watch a cow butchered on closed-circuit television. And what Tyson will do to the 40-year-old blob that is George Foreman should not be viewed by small children. I hear George is looking for a tougher tune-up fight before he takes Tyson on. If your granny is available, let us know, and we'll pass it along to George. Tony Mandarich says he'd be willing to pass up the NFL this year if he can get $10 million to fight Tyson. Lovely. Mandarich is regarded as the best prospect ever to come out of college at the offensive line position. A 6'6", 315-pound Hulk, he's quick, and his Goliath strength is legendary. If he gets in the ring with Tyson, his exit will be in a Ziploc body bag. Mandarich might do okay in a tough man contest, but this opponent won't have a beer belly and a tattoo. This is a seasoned prize fighter, the world's best. Of course, it's silly to assume that they'd ever allow the fight to come off, isn't it? Who in their right minds would sanction a fight between an unbeaten champion and a guy with no ring experience? I mean, even a sport cursed with sleazy politics and Don King couldn't permit anything that ridiculous, could it? The Steelers were huge underdogs in a hostile atmosphere, but they came to play. Merrill Hodge scores, and they jump out to a 10-0 lead. Steeler penalties helped Denver's first TD drive. Here is Melvin Bratton going over, and that makes it 10-7. Bubby Brister had his best game of the season. He fires, touchdown, Louis Lips. Pittsburgh led 17-10 at the half. After a Steeler fumble early in the third, John Elway went deep right away. Vance Johnson is wide open. A 38-yard strike. We're tied at 17. A pair of Gary Anderson field goals gave the Steelers a 23-17 lead into the fourth, and they had controlled Denver for the most part, but they couldn't prevent big plays in the clutch. Here's Elway on the flea flicker to Johnson. They're in business at the Pittsburgh 22. Bratton from the 1, touchdown. The PAT put him in front with 2:27 to go, 24-23. Then on 3rd and 10 and 70,000 fans shaking the joint, the Steelers botched the snap. Now you know why Chuck Noll never liked the shotgun offense. Denver ran out the clock for the victory.
Well, some people do anything for charity, and over the past 4 years, George has raised over $2,000 for muscular dystrophy doing various stunts. Had a pie thrown in your face. We did a sportscast with half a mustache. And tonight's request is an entire sportscast and a wrap. And Mr. G, take it away.
Tonight we're wrapping for MDA, looking at the games that people play. We open with the Buccos out in Tinseltown, so let's get with it, see what's going down. Leland doesn't like it. This just ain't no fun. His guys can't seem to score any runs. They were scoreless after 3. Van Slyke with a hit. Finally, a run. Glenn Wilson is it. But the Dodgers got a guy, Gonzalez Jose, hit a 2-run homer, knocked in 3 runs today. L.A. beat the Buccos. This is 2 in a row, but this 4-game series got another game to go. So there's your final. It was 3-2. Reds colors red, but today they were feeling blue. The Cubbies had 3, but Frisco had 4. The Cardinals got a pair, but the Padres had more. Atlanta beat Philly 3-1, y'all. Houston took a whooping up in Montreal. In Cleveland got a visit from the blimp. Unfortunately, the Indians played like chimps. Henderson led off with a homer off Farrell. The Tribe found themselves in early peril. On to the 4th, the A's batter named Quirk. He sets up a side, boys, I ain't no jerk. He whacked the ball hard with all of his might. See you later, fellas, that's a homer 2 right. In the 7th, Parker's up there with 2 men on base. He said, listen, son, this one's in your face. When Oakland hits a homer, they all do the bash. Parker said, hey, you don't like it? You can kiss my helmet. Oakland by 8 up on the lake. Bo Sox beat Toronto, that's no mistake. The White Sox won at home, beat the Royals by 4. The Brewers played great, the Yankees played poor. Detroit won a ball game in Baltimore. The Twinkies nipped the Halos 2-1. Seattle and Texas still ain't done. And And now it's time for some local sport. I'm coming right at you with the rep report.
The Elks tourney's underway out in East Wheeling. These cats got the round ball feeling. The whole place is packed with athletic stars. They've come to Perry's show from near and afar. A guy with number 9 is known more for throwing. To the Heisman show he could soon be going. Last year the Mountaineers finished number 5. They played for the title. Hey, that ain't no jive. People always ask me how good will they be. Some say 9-2, some say 8-3.
Well, see, I'm MC Major, and I'm the quarterback. I'm the one that leads the offense attack. I call the play in the huddle, either pass it or run. See, the bottom line is we get the job done.
Reichert's had a tourney out on the links. It was nice and warm. They sold a lot of drinks. They played 36 to see who was the ruler. The winner was a guy whose name is Floyd Schuler. He beat Eric Kirsch, but only by 2. Reichert's probably gave him a stereo. Floyd took the trophy in best ball, too. His partner was a Yannon, the chipper, that's who.
Bloopers is baseball's funny stuff. Your sides will be split until you had enough. We show you the pictures and panorama. The name of the tune is Yo Mama.
Your mama. That's right, I said your mama. Your mama.
Yo, man, check this out. I hate to talk about your bad, but you blow my mind. Sometimes the things you do are way out of line. You like to put me down, but not to my face. So I think it's about time that I put you in your place. You see, I'm so slick, I got so much style. I can out-rap you by a country mile. So just sit down, son, and watch my smoke. Check out my style and take some notes.
Notes from you, I won't need, but I could take them if I had to. At least I could read, and when it comes to rapping, you can't compare. I can outrank you anytime, anywhere.
Oh, come on, man, you know you can't compete. You're not fast enough, you gotta think on your feet. The style I've got you don't have half. I make it sound so bad it makes your mama laugh.
Well, alright, Jack, you think you're so bad, always running it down about the things you have. You got more style, superior taste. You got bad rep, get out my face.
My breath ain't strong, but your face is all wrong. Your head's too big, you got a nose like a pig. You got a lot of nerve to talk about me. At least my family don't live in a tree.
You live in trees, you eat coconuts, and your whole family got buffalo butts. When you sit down, you need 2 seats.
Oh, yeah?
Extra strong to hold all that meat.
Now that's not bad, son, but don't press your luck. Cause you and yours got butts like ducks. You got faces to match with little beady eyes, and if I look like you, I run and hide.
I know you think you're handsome, but I don't know why. Cause the way you look, you make babies cry.
I make babies cry, but when you make the scene, they pass out and the girls all scream.
The girls all scream, but not from fright. With me, they scream from sheer delight. You can't out-rap me, not at all. You need some help, I think you better call
Your mama. That's right, I said your mama. M-O-M-A, mama. Your mama.
That senior's going to get you, Coochie. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, Tanky. Good job today. Good job. Keep pushing yourself. Keep pushing him. Keep pushing him.
Old Budrow sounds chipper this morning, doesn't he? Walking with a little limp right now, though. Tore a calf muscle. I think he said he was chasing his wife around on a beach somewhere. High-tech football has come to Brook. The kids are on a special new quickness program, and the coaches gas them pretty good for about 25 minutes.
You didn't come out on a leg drive. That's what you didn't do.
There is no place where the activity and progress is more impressive, but then again, there is no place where the results are more impressive. Brook was 7-3 last year. That bothered some people. But a lot of teams would be ecstatic if they could be 7-3 all the time, or even once in a while.
Whatever it takes. Love what you do. Put pride in what you do. And enjoy one another. And we'll be successful.
Ted, go! Wide base, wide base, wide base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There,
I've never seen anything like it. They have every contraption imaginable. And check this out. Here we have the anti-fumble device. A couple guys who will tote the ball for him are seniors Bob Roxandich and Mike Sassini. The quarterback is likely to be Larry Palmer. They also expect the kicking game to be a strong area.
We're limited on what we have to work with in terms of veteranship on offense, and we have about 6 kids that played a lot of football for us on defense. So if you had to do anything, you got to kind of look at the offense, from the skill position right up to the guys that count up there, the grunts in the trenches.
Set, go!
Let's keep our head at hip height. Let's stay down. Take your step. Take your step. Right there. Good. Now run and then gradually come up. It'll work so much better. You understand what I mean, Brian?
What he means is they've got to get ready for some tough early opponents. St. Clairsville and Mount Lebanon will be dropping by for visits the first 2 weeks. Next on High School Preview, the Bishops of Bishop Donahue. For TV7 Sports, I'm George Kellas.